Beat it up like.
Hey, what's going on, people? So today I just came across an interview in my news feed with Summer Walker and Ari Lennox, and since I haven't seen a lot of their, I guess, spoken interactions, I figured why not check it out, and if I'm gonna check it out, why not hit the record button? So yeah, here we are, and I'm just gonna react to and give commentary on this video.
My name is Summer Walker, and I am sitting here with this beautiful goddess, Ari Lennox.
Hi, sweetie honey caves.
And we are in Los Angeles, this beautiful view. We're gonna be talking about what the fuck we're over. Excuse my French.
Hell yeah.
I have this lovely list here.
Okay.
I see a few things I'm over. I'm over waxing.
Over waxing. I never waxed before.
Really?
Other than my eyebrows.
Don't
Me
do
either.
it.
Really?
Shit hurts.
You've waxed down there?
Girl, the other day, I've only done it like 2 times. You know, because excuse my French, but I feel like the D has to be good enough for me to get a wax. I'm not going
Okay.
to.
Do you prefer hair? Or
No.
no?
Well, actually, I like a little strip. I feel like we shouldn't be talking about my
I like
vagina.
a nice fade.
A fade?
Not really. If I could like shake my shit up, it would be a fade. But
Okay, I'm gonna move on.
all right.
I'm over goddamn bras.
Oh my God.
I like my titties to be
Bras?
free.
Too.
That's why they're always peeking out and saying hello. They
They're
know I care
beautiful.
about them. Let's look at the camera. We're going to free the nipple.
We're gonna free our fucking nipples
We're gonna
right
free
now.
our nipples. Not right now. I'm not gonna pull them out right now.
All right.
But we're gonna free them. Guys walk around.
I like the design, the fabric, and the color of Ari's pants.
We're gonna free them. Guys walk around. They have nipples too.
Yeah.
And that's not fair.
That's true.
We are
agree.
over sexualized.
I
Anyway,
agree.
how do you feel about social media?
I feel too addicted to it, and I just want to like be done with it and just start walking outside. Just walk and be with my dog. You know.
I really agree with you.
Understandable.
People take.
And yeah, as far as how I feel about social media, I mean, it's complicated, and I can make a whole separate video on that topic. But I do think it is good to take a social media detox more often than not, actually. So not just every once in a while. I think every other week, or for a season at a time, because, it has a potential to become addicting. And then it's also a graveyard for fakery, narcissism, and self-doubt. It's just not my thing. I disabled my Instagram a couple months back, and I think I'm gonna keep it disabled for quite some time, at least until I get to a point where mentally and emotionally I feel like I can handle being on Instagram and Twitter without getting addicted to it. That makes sense, everything in moderation. But at this point in my life, things are just going so slow. Things are moving so slow. Everybody's inside, so it's easy to just spend your entire day scrolling.
That shit to a whole nother level of serious. Like,
Yeah.
it's an app. Relax.
Yeah,
if it gets
exactly.
deleted tomorrow, I think you'll actually have nothing to talk about in
Right.
life. Like nothing.
Damn, that's deep. Yeah.
Like, and that's kind of scary.
people.
It's
really
scary,
are-
but it's good because life doesn't have to revolve around social media. I think for a short period of time, people will have nothing to talk about, but eventually it'll hit them that there's more to life than being on your phone all the time or being on the computer screen all the time. Because I go out to places every once in a while. I really don't go out that much, but when I do, I'll see friends hanging out with each other, maybe at a cafe or something, or even out taking a walk, and they'll both be texting at the same time, like for an extended period of time. And I'm like, yo, what's the point of y'all hanging out if you're gonna be doing that? Like, for me personally, that'll get you cut off real quick. If we're just getting to know each other and I see that you're cut like that, like we talking or something and you looking at your phone. It's one thing if you like go to check your text or something like that, or you answer a phone call real quick, but if you're just constantly on your shit, that's disrespectful. Like, Yo, if you're gonna do that, then there's no reason for us to be interacting right now. Continue interacting with the people you got on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm with somebody, I like to prioritize them and give them my undivided attention. And if I can't do that, I'm not gonna commit to that. I'm not gonna be in front of them in person if I don't have like the time or the space to do that. So that shit is just weird to me.
Living like these imaginary lives when you really could just live.
I think the worst part is when you go to a
Yeah,
dinner.
but a lot of people are so fucking unhappy with their lives, and I get it, because in certain respects, I'm not entirely content with what I got going on. Well, is that true? I'm getting better with being content with what I got going on. One, because I always have hope, you know, for a brighter future, for a brighter tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but you know, in the near future, I do see myself going through a transitionary phase, which will involve positive outcomes. But even then, you just gotta learn to be content with what you got going on right now, especially if you can't change it. If you can't change what you got going on right now, what's the use of like hating your life and being like, you can't change it, just live, man, because you're gonna be in a constant state of suffering if that's you always worried about what you don't have, where you're not at, and you're never gonna be content even when you get there. So if you want to live that life of fucking suffering, then do it.
Table and no one's talking.
Wow.
It's fucking dinner. I mean, we can take a group picture at the end, but shit. Monogamy.
Monogamy?
Are you
How do you feel about it?
into it, over it?
I'm conflicted. Like, it just seems like sometimes monogamy has a lot of rules. I didn't cheat or anything, but sometimes
I feel like it's just one rule, you know, like just don't cheat. Just don't cheat.
I feel like I was accused of things that I didn't even do.
I like it when I'm with you, but I know I ultimately want to die alone. But this is cute now.
Yeah,
It's been
damn.
cute for like a few years.
I've never made it to a year.
Really?
Yeah, they've all been like
same.
6 months, 7 months.
From knowing you, I don't think that's.
But I've only been in a couple
anyway.
anyway.
Oh, babe. I guess I'm over online dating apps.
No, that's not true. I've been in more than a couple, but yeah, I guess there's no way for me to cover my ass on that one. It's just not true. Well, you know, I resonate with what she's saying.
Babe, I guess I'm over online dating apps.
You do
Yeah,
that.
don't do that, man. I tried my hand with that, and you will come across some of the most fucking damaged and just self-absorbed, clingy people in the entire world. And makes you think like, well, what does that say about you, man? Shit, I might have been in that boat at one time. But I do know that it does work for some people. Like one of my best friends recently got married. He found his newlywed on Tinder, I believe it was. So every once in a while, I guess it works for people. But I think what the data says, like what the research says, is a lot of people go on there just for attention, hookups, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you're presenting, then that shit's not cool. And one thing I don't like about dating apps is like the ghosting part, man. You'll get that a lot, where you'll set up a date with somebody and you'll text them like 2 hours before and be like, yo, we still meeting up, and they don't respond. It's like, damn, it's like that. All right, this is why I fucking hate people. No, I'm playing. And that shit will make you very like bitter and resentful, and it'll make you internalize other people's problems and what they got going on in their head when you shouldn't. So it has the potential to really fuck up your self-esteem and self-image. Just because we have more options available to us through these dating apps doesn't make us more lovable or capable of giving love. It doesn't make us any more or less desirable than we would be without the dating app. See what I'm saying? In fact, it makes people look at each other as like disposable. And no human being is disposable, but on dating apps, from my personal experience, you'll get a lot of that, like people just playing games and the fucking one word response. And then you really gotta be like a master at understanding it, so you have to like learn it, and it almost turns into this like math equation or this a science, and it's like, yo, that's too much effort, that's too much energy. I'd rather just meet a girl at a library or on a college campus or at church, something like that, or at a family or friend gathering at a party, something like that. Because all this other shit where I don't fucking know you, you're a stranger, and you being weird and you doing the one word, and then now I'm like, all right, she ain't interested, so unmatched. But who knows, that might be your personality, that might be my insecurity, but you can't communicate, and I don't know how to communicate with somebody who can't communicate, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That shit is just, it's too much time, too much confusion, too much energy, man. Too much energy.
Tinder?
I used to.
Well, what did you find?
I found a lot of judgmental people.
It's just like a hookup thing, right?
Yeah, but not all the time. In my heart.
That's the thing, man. Like, people aren't the best at communicating, so for some people it is just a hookup thing. For some people it's more than that, like they're looking for love. And for other people, but the ones that are looking to hook up, oftentimes they won't even say that. They'll act like, I don't know, it's hard to describe the way people set up their Tinder profiles. And I don't know if it's because you're afraid of coming off as a hoe or what, but it's like, I understand that. I'm sensitive to that, like, self-consciousness that you have, but be straight up with me. What are you looking for? What do you want? Or are you just out here fucking going with the wind? Because I don't want nobody that's going with the wind and just flailing on they're just going with the wind. Oh, if it's love, it's love. If it's hooking up, it's oh, what do you want? What do you want? And then we'll just see. I'll tell you if that's what I want, that's what I want. And then we try it. If it works out, good. If it doesn't, cool. I just don't, I can't stand like interactions with people or relationships where I'm constantly having to read between the lines, where I feel like I'm being placed in a position where I'm constantly reading between the lines. I don't mind reading between the lines and picking up on cues, but that has to be balanced with like clear, concise communication. You know what I'm saying?
I was on the bed with my legs open. I'll be over guys. I think that's another.
You're over guys?
Yeah, but not really.
Because you pressed.
I'm pressed.
I was over guys.
Have you ever been
Yes.
with the... Really, Summer? That's phenomenal. So can you tell me, like...
I love her response. Oh my God, Summer Walker is hilarious.
Like,
and that was genuine from Ari.
Weird types. They be like 4'1".
really?
And fucking studs.
Oh,
Like
that's-
little studs.
Wow, little stuff.
Little cute studs.
And I've always wanted to be with a woman, but they never try to have sex with me ever. They never try. They never.
I wonder why that is.
Just roll up. Like,
Roll up and be like,
Tell
I
them what
want
it
that
is.
ass.
all right.
Honestly,
Well-
I feel like I'm way better with women who are, but not a lot of women are like that. I just hate having to do that, like thinking. That's why, at least with me, I try to be upfront with women. Like, hey, we've hung out a couple times. I like your energy. The conversations that we've had have been great, and I could see myself dating you. And I was wondering if you're feeling the same way. What do you think about what I just said? And then she gonna tell me, and if, maybe she says, oh, I feel the same way. No, I don't really feel the same way. Yeah, I think there could be something there. Let's hang out a couple more times and just, see where this thing goes. And then we just go from there.
Plastic surgery.
Damn.
But when it comes to romance, especially in this day and age, you really got to be careful if you're a guy. When it comes to romance, I don't mind making the first move, but I'm just very conscious and careful of how I do it. So I'll just tell a woman, well, I don't want to give away my secrets, but there are ways to do it where it doesn't come off as like awkward, but you're still requesting consent and not putting a woman in the position where she feels obligated to give you physical affection. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be in that position, because then it's just going to make the whole situation awkward, And it's also a violation of her boundaries.
Onward.
Like, I want somebody to want to engage in romance with me. I don't want somebody to feel like he's so cool and I want to hang out with him more, but I'm just not ready right now, or the scene isn't like, it's not perfect. No, I want it to be perfect for you. You know, like whenever it's perfect, whenever the time is good for you, then it'll be good for you. But that's why as guys, you just gotta, guys need to get better at like reading and picking up on social cues.
Find this one.
I think it's cool. I think it's like sexy to touch and to feel.
And then also asking women how they feel, and when they tell you how they feel or what they think, like actually listen. Don't just assume shit. You know, if a woman tells you, well, I want to wait, or something like that, well, I don't really see you that way, or I don't want to do, don't try to fucking sell her on like being with you or engaging in like physical romance or intercourse. Like, don't do that. Like, she's telling you what she thought, and if it looks like she's hesitant even in the least bit, if she's like, oh, I don't know, if you say those 3 words, I don't know, I know, we're not gonna do that. Whatever offer I made, I take it back. I don't know, or a pause. They do that too. Some women, you know, they don't want to say that they don't want to engage in something, or when they're gonna say either I don't know, or there's gonna be like a silence, a pause. And women, y'all got to get better with that too. I'm not gonna front, like, y'all got to get better with that. But men, we need to be able to pick up on that shit. Like, if there's a pause, I'm not. Nope.
Great.
Do it.
No, you look great.
Thank you.
I'm into that shit.
I feel you.
I need the ass. I need the titties.
You're gonna get an ass.
Girl, I already got my ass.
Summer, what the fuck?
You want to see?
Oh, she bought one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know. You got your ass?
It's a little fat, just a little bit.
Girl, but can I touch this?
Yeah.
Wow. It feels
Do too much.
it's a good ass.
I had a back though that ran into my ass, so it's just like a long back.
Flat back.
Didn't have much ass. Okay, you know
That's
what I'm over?
What?
My goddamn hair.
Same.
Bad bitches. I am not one.
Never have been.
I
Her hair
tried to get my
looks nice.
wig.
But
done.
I wouldn't tell her that if I was like, if she said I don't like my hair or something like that. That's another thing, guys. And I know guys aren't. I don't even know who I'm speaking to right now, because probably aren't a lot of guys watching this. But yeah, just that's another thing that women do sometimes. Some women do sometimes, where they'll say they don't like something on their body, and then men will say, oh no, like it looks nice, like don't worry about it. No, for me, that's a deeper conversation. Okay, so why do you feel that way about your hair, or why do you feel that way about attributes that you don't have? Where's that coming from? Why don't you like that part of yourself? And then that leads to a deeper discussion, and from there you get to know the person, and you don't end up invalidating their feelings. And I know it sounds paradoxical, because you're like, no, I want to validate them by telling them how attractive they are. Sometimes I could end up having the opposite effect. One, it could make you look like, I hate using the word, but like a simp. It can make you look like that. Because you're saying what like 99% of all other guys would say when presented with a statement like that, like I don't like X or I don't like Y about myself. And it's cool. It could come from like usually it comes from a well-intentioned place when guys do that, or when people do that in general. When they're like, oh no, but you look beautiful. But that can have like a paradoxical effect in that it could leave someone feeling invalidated. Like, no, you're not hearing me. I know that you're saying that, but you're saying that just to be nice. Like, you don't really believe that about me. And regardless of what you say, whether you say, yeah, you don't have an ass and that's unattractive, or if you say, girl, you got a fatty, like, you bad, like, she's still not gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? So with those opportunities, I usually look to them to get a gauge on like, okay, how much like self-doubt and self-deprecation is in there, and is this something we could work through together, or is this sign of like deeper insecurities that she has, which is going to have like an adverse effect on our relationship? And if it's too much of the latter, then I'm going to be like, in my head, I won't say it out loud while we're having this conversation, but I'm going to be like, this she got too much that she's dealing with on the inside, and she's not able to like connect the dots. And this is just a lot. That's why for me, at least, going into the future, I really want to make sure that the person I end up being with, or the people, I guess, who knows, maybe I get into the next relationship that's not the last one. You know, we're together for a year, 2 years, whatever, and then we move on. But whatever relationships I end up having in the future, I want to make sure I have them with. And I'm not saying Summer Walker is not confident, but I want to make sure I have them with women who are confident and have a strong sense of who they are, what they're about, where they're going in life, and just overall sturdy. And if you're not there, that's fine. You know, we all have fears and insecurities that we're wrestling with, but I at least want you to be on the path to like conquering those demons. You got to have them conquered by the time we cross paths. But I can be neurotic enough, like by myself, so I can't be in the business of trying to fix people, you know, before I fix my own problems.
Installed, glued, fried and dyed, laid and pressed. I got it done 5 times in a week and a half. I'm not gonna even say how much that costed. I can't do it. I give up. Fucking with my natural shit. Got a little bun up here.
It's
this
good.
Is me. This is me right here.
I want a lace front so bad.
No, you don't.
Like a yucky one like this,
no,
but a lace front.
Girl,
and I just want to just tuck my hair behind my ears.
No, you
and
go
just
ahead.
be like a Beyonce.
You go ahead. It lasts for 2 days.
2 days.
Costs about a damn $1,000.
$1,000.
And don't have sex because
Don't have sex. It's over.
Yeah.
He's ripping it out.
Yeah, I was bald for a little minute.
Really?
Like, yeah, I had like an Aang arrow.
Oh.
And I wanted to dye it blue.
I was bald once too.
It's so freeing.
It is. I just didn't like being called a boy. I didn't like people making those jokes like, you bald-headed bitch. Like, it hurt me.
Summer, what the fuck? She's a, you know, she is a savage. She is something else.
I didn't like people making those jokes like, you bald-headed.
And usually when people laugh in moments like that, that's because they thinking like, damn, that's something I would say.
Bitch, like, it hurt me so
She's
bad.
Periods.
I feel like right now they're all fucked up because of birth control. So like the first few days they're all chill and sweet and light, and then the last day it's like fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Jeepers Creepers and Skeleton Key and Grudge and The Ring and every scary movie that ever happened is going on down there. And it's the most terrifying time to perform because it's like, that is my worst fear. Like,
Oh, yeah. I
just
never even thought about
exploding
that.
on stage. So it would be, this is my biggest fear.
We need like an advisory sign before people watch this. Sorry.
So why did you name your album Over It?
I'm so over it. I'm over it all. I'm over performing.
Wait, hold up. Whoa. I feel you. It's a lot.
No.
What we gonna do?
Go home
Let's go home.
and live a lovely, normal life.
Until all the money is gone.
Ari, I just love your honesty.
Like,
I can fuck with you because I like honest people.
Me too.
So thank you, Ari, so much for coming.
I appreciate your love, Summer.
Yeah, they're awesome. I really enjoyed this, and shout out to them. If you enjoyed this reaction, please comment, like, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.